Welcome back, YouTube. So in today's video, I'm going to address a lot of the FUD that's going on out there and a lot of the fear that's creeping into the market and ultimately what that means for Dogecoin. I received a lot of requests pretty much last night and up until the recording of this video, really, from people just panicking on what Jim Cramer said and the market, and are we going to get a break to the downside and this, that. And I've done a lot of TA on Dogecoin and Bitcoin and some others as well. And I've been given these numbers for quite some time as far as for where we can go if we get a break to the bottom, and also the current trend that we appear to be in right now. This means that typically I put us into like a consolidation. I say that we can break out. I believe we'll have a test of this line again, but we can pretty much be in here for another 2 weeks roughly. As far as for Jim Cramer being the reason that the market's crashing, let's not give him too much credit. We are threatening a bear market anyway, and we have the catalyst, pretty much the Fed's removing the injection of money out of the markets around the end of the first quarter. Now that can put fear inside the market, and the Fed speaking, that can put fear inside the market. But let's not give Cramer too much credit here. The primary thing here that we should do when we have these price consolidations, and even if Dogecoin continues to trend sideways and breaks the trend here, if you're long term and your average is not where the coin is, you continue to average down if you believe in the coin long term. That strategy will not change. There's no difference if you bought Bitcoin in 2017, 2018 at $17,000, $18,000 and it went down to 3,000. Do you panic and sell the coin, say it's dead, or do you continue to average down as much as and get your coin count up so that you can be in greater graces on the next bull run? That is where we are here. And I think a lot of the community are pretty much acting like traders. Now, if you're a trader in Dogecoin and if you bought at 25 cents or something like that, then I completely understand why you're upset right now. But if you are long-term right now, this is, and I mentioned this in some of my other videos. I have a number of videos. I said, you can get rich now. I put with Warren Buffett on there. I said that, he said that you can be greedy when others are fearful and fearful when others are greedy. I put the crypto purge as far as what's happening with the market here. And I believe that a lot of the coins are no longer going to exist. I put my catalyst for Dogecoin hitting the resistance level of 12 cents, 6 to 12 cents, and Bitcoin at 20,000. I expose everything when I say that here are the lows of the number that I believe we can hit. And I also say here are the highs. I give both. I don't paint a picture of only bull runs and hopium and Doge to the moon. I don't run my channel like that. So I put all of the information out there, and those numbers have not changed. I give you where I think the coin can go, and I also give you the bottom. And we're always somewhere in the middle, and we chart this as we go every day and see which way we're going to break. So as the community, I believe that we can't act like, if we are truly long-term and believe Dogecoin is going to become the people's currency and these catalysts that keep coming out, if we believe in all that, then we can't act like traders every time the market gets a breakdown or some bad news. These are cycles. These cycles were happening before all of us was born, and they will continue to happen after we are gone. Like, there's nothing we can do. There's no catalyst. There's no hype that can change the fact that we're going to have corrections, sell-offs, and bear markets. That's always going to happen. And the fact of the matter is, I put this out there over a week ago when we had the Tesla spike, and I said that the shorts are going to come in, and I showed it on the charts as far as where the shorts coming in, and they were trying to kill the momentum and get that downward pressure on the crypto. And that remains true. There's a lot of people out there who do not like Dogecoin, and that's fine. You have to understand what Dogecoin represents. Dogecoin represents the little guy. It represents, creating your own currency outside of the Feds. It represents pretty much, I want to say insubordination, but pretty much going against the grain as a whole and literally pulling your money outside of like fiat. There's a lot of things that Doge represents. There's a lot of reasons why institutions would be like, okay, well, I'm not going to be in favor of this coin. I know a lot of information out there in media and pro-Doge channels may paint Dogecoin as glitter and unicorns and stuff like that. Like, oh, let's just hold and we are all going to go to the moon. But you have to understand what exactly you're involved in. you're involved in change. That's really what Dogecoin is. Like you're involved in change, and you have to know, the reasons why you're holding. And ultimately, every time we say we're getting a catalyst, or if we say let's get McDonald's to accept Doge, or AMC, let's accept Doge. You have to understand the people on the other side of that, the short sellers and institutions, they're like, oh hell no, we have to stop this. We have to kill this right now. And that's why we see these spikes in shorts. So you have to expect that. And ultimately, Dogecoin is still is still at the mercy of the market. So when you have breakdowns, like let's take a look here. It's not just Doge, and I really hate when people do this. I've been saying this for over a year now. But if you see like a Bitcoin trending downwards, and obviously Bitcoin just broke the support. And I mentioned this, I want to say like 3 days ago. I said that this is one of the reasons why I said that Bitcoin has the potential to hit $20,000 if the Fed does what it removes the money out of the market, is because we had some support here where we had bounced before, right? Around $40,000. And I said that this is mostly a gap up. So if that support was broken, which it has, it's going to put fear in the market, because the next level is at around 30,000, which is about $8,000 below where we are now. There's good reason for fear in the market. But again, I gave you the numbers for Bitcoin and Dogecoin last year. I gave you the numbers, and I gave you the long term and the short term as far as for what would happen. There are variables out there. There are, like the Fed can change everything and say we're going to increase interest more slowly. But ultimately, I gave you all the numbers. So this is not a surprising factor here. If we were to break this support, again, we are going to be, we have a really great chance of breaking down here to around, like next stop around 30,000, which is $8,000 below where we are now. What does that mean for other coins? That means that you're going to see other support levels broken. And again, I gave you the numbers. We have support at around 12 cents. Historically, I believe that, historically we have support at 12 cents in that range. And our next floor would be 6 cents. And I do believe buying pressure from retail would possibly pump the brakes on that at around like 8 cents or so. But those are the numbers. You can have all the catalysts in the world. You can have all the hype in the world. But when money leaves the market, unless you can fill that gap, you're going to hit those support levels. That does not change where the coin is going long term. Bitcoin hitting 3,000 is not going to affect it hitting all-time highs in 100,000. Same thing with like Ethereum, Cardano. Like all of these coins are going to hit those lower support levels. They trend in unison. They crash in unison. So this is not going to be a shocker to anyone that's following my channel. That's one of the reasons why I make sure I do not put hopium out there and just positive catalysts. I also give you the other side of it, because if you're going to be an investor, you're going to have to look at both. There's no reason for you to be in the market blind. With that being said, whether you're in Bitcoin, Cardano, ADA, Cardano, ADA, Solana, Dogecoin, if you are long-term on these coins, then you need to be averaging down. If you're short-term and you're trading the coins, or you hate the coin now, still, there's no reason for you to sell at a loss. Average down, get as close as you can to the current price, and then leave. So either way, unless you want to sell for a loss, you need to be bringing that average down to either cut your losses or increase your coin count. And if you have any questions about that, I have a video on my channel called "If You're New to Dogecoin, Watch These." And I literally have a video, and I go through step by step on how to average down, why you need to average down. I've been posting links to the calculator, everything that you need, so that you can know how many coins you need. I put everything out there so that you guys can use it for your benefit and put your portfolios in great shape. Just in case anyone's going to ask me what I'm going to do if this breaks down, if Bitcoin goes to 20,000, like I said, and Doge breaks down to that 12 to 6 cents range, I'm going to load up on both. So that is like, and in a part of me, especially with the catalysts and things that we have coming, a part of me actually wants it to go that low. So, that's how I feel about it. I ran the numbers in the charts. That's why I gave these numbers last year. I believed it was a real possibility. And now that may be the case. That does not affect where the coin is going to go long term. It never does. As long as we have community, catalyst, leadership, and vision for the coin, then the coin will rebound. You know, if the community breaks up, we no longer have leadership, and we don't have the catalyst, then it will die. That's simple as that. As long as we're intact and we have those things, those are all reasons for the coin to grow and develop. It's no different from any other coin. I know this video was a little different than just going over TA, but I felt like that needed to be said so that we can pretty much all get on the same page here. There's positives and negatives in every market, and you're going to have to look at both sides of the coin. I know that some people that are not familiar with my channel, if this is their first video, or if they are, you know, just simply not familiar with someone giving them both sides, I know that this comes off as a bit of a shocker. But how we do here is we're going to look at both sides of the market. With that being said, I hope you found value in the video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want more from me, more real information, no BS, no fluff. We do all that here. And also, don't forget about BlockFi. Open an account with them. You can get up to $250, including in Ethereum and Bitcoin. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you. And until next time.